Okay, in this game, this particular going into the valley, I'm actually trying to complete a mission. It's the second half of Identity Revealed. It's eliminate 10 enemies at the small factory and valley. I've gone in solo. As you can tell, this is already played. I am now doing a talk over, I guess is what you call it. Brain shut off for a minute. Anyway, so I'm going to. The game isn't per se to do a whole lot of looting or anything. I just want to get this mission. I've attempted this mission a bunch of times with other teammates. They don't head towards the small factory, and of course, well, I support. I follow them. I generally, if I'm in a team, I generally don't leave the team. I stay grouped up, unless there was one incident where I was with a couple of teammates, and one of them wanted to go snipe, so he was telling us not to follow him. But anyway, with that said, I did manage to get in this one solo. It's just normal valley, nothing special. I'm basically just going to run up around the perimeter to get over to the small factory, nothing special. I'm looking around here. I'm not seeing anything. And then I get hit. I don't even know where it's coming from. I still don't see it. And then he lobs something. Now I know where he's at. He could have let me run by. The game is fairly early. I don't know if he must have spawned in that area somewhere. He's got decent loot. He didn't loot much, but I mean, for what he has. So he's definitely got a better gun. I wouldn't say, well, now I've got a pistol, but what I don't understand is he's got this rifle. He could have let me run by him, because I obviously didn't see him. And then he could have literally shot me in the back with a rifle. He definitely looted himself up, or I should say went heavy on meds, which you'll find a little bit later in the game. I'm happy that they did, because I didn't. Oh, that was something also. I went in with just a quick kit, a normal quick kit, not a expensive one, just a basic. I guess some people would say I came in naked. I'm not quite sure what they mean by that in chat and stuff when they say run in with a knife and naked. Well, I didn't have a knife, and you can't really go in complete with just a knife. You have to have something weapons, because you have to have a certain amount of money to get into some of these matches. But still learning the lingo, still learning. But yeah, I'm surprised I won that fight, simply because he had better armor than I did, and like I said, my quick kit, I didn't even have a helmet. I do now. I got his. Now I've got more money, more value than I came in with, so now I'm kind of like second guessing what I want to do. It's not a lot. It's only 500, close to 500,000, but I'm trying to figure out why he doesn't have a mag for his rifle. And I realize I'm still injured. I got to heal up, but I don't have the sewing kit in my chest or my pockets. You'll notice I do that a few times in this game. Like I said, I'm surprised I didn't die. My reaction time wasn't what it should have been, and you'll notice it throughout the game that my reaction time is a little off. But luckily, not as bad as a person that I engage with. Okay, so this is what he has for a scope. I wasn't sure what he had, so I'm just checking it out. It's like, I think I can zero in pretty quick on that if I have to. But like I said, my mission is 10 eliminations at the small factory. So that's still my top priority, but at the same time, now I'm realizing that I might have a little bit of resistance between here and there. I really didn't expect to bump into this person this quick. I don't know my spawns, not yet. And I don't believe in spawn trapping or any of that. But so I was just trying to get to this small factory without pulling up too much attention. I'm not quite sure where the shooting is. I don't know if it's a player trying to snipe somebody and doing a horrible job at it, or if it's a scav that's trying to snipe. But then I remember that there was a tower on the other side. No, he wasn't shooting at me, but that's what I'm saying. I wasn't sure if it was a scav or if it's an operator. Now I'm getting shot at, and I couldn't see where it was from. I just know I had to move. I don't know if it's a long, somebody's shooting distance or if it was up close. So change my angle, see if I can come around, just in case it was close to the tents. And for some reason, I'm having a really hard time seeing him. And then I realized it's just a scav, so. But there's still some shooting going on further away. And I thought maybe I could utilize this rifle. Now, I don't know why I didn't search that jacket. There's usually good stuff in that jacket. But I can't tell where that just obviously not shooting at me. The bullets ain't even close, but I thought maybe I could sneak up on somebody trying to shoot somebody else. But I guess they're not as close. I don't know. Unless it's just the angle, I can't see if maybe there's somebody on the top of the tower. And you'll see here in a few minutes that I wasn't too far off, but it was just a scav. Alright, so I'm getting closer to where I need to be, and then the fight should start, hopefully. There is a safe there, and it's still early in the game. So it's a good chance I'll run into another operator over there, but I'm really hoping that I get over there first so I can shoot. I think there's usually 4 or 5 scavs running around there. And this is the scav I was talking about in the tower. At the first shot I wasn't sure, but when I hit it the first time, it didn't run. It just kind of slowly turned down. I figured that it had to be a scav. It wasn't an operator. Operator would move quicker, I would think. At the time, that's what I thought. I have to remember, I only have limited bullets for this rifle. move some of this stuff around. I'm still learning the organization in my pack, if you couldn't tell. Now, if I remember right, there's usually one scav in the tower by the factory. So I might going to work my way over and see if there's one up in there. And I did notice. So now if I can get a better shot. Now I listen, just in case I wanted to see if I could footsteps or anybody running after I shot that. Because by shooting a scav, if there is operators, you kind of give yourself away. Now I'm busy looking at the building, and this caught me completely by surprise. I don't know where he came from. But by all rights, I should have been dead. I mean, he literally was almost on top of me. I did check both so far, these two dog tags. After the game, I checked to make sure that they really weren't AI. I know that they have AI bots in normal, but I couldn't remember what level they were. Now I just got shot at. I have no idea who's shooting at me. I didn't see the direction. I didn't stick around and look because they were hitting me pretty hard, and I was already wounded from that last person. So I figured I'd go heal up. And I'm kind of in a dilemma right now. I'm running a quick kit basically because I'm poor. So now I've got this. I got the loot from the first guy I shot. It's got a good weapon, good value. Do I come back and fight it out? Do I continue on with the mission I wanted, or do I cut bait and just try to get out? Because I'm pretty hurt. And any money is better than no money right now. I know it's only 480,000, but it's like, still, should I stay or should I go? I figure I'll heal myself up a little bit. Watch, make sure. I don't know where I was getting shot at. I don't know if the operator is going to circle around this building and try to get me from the other side. Wait till like saw me running that direction, gonna sneak around and try to get another angle on me when thinking I'm gonna still go to the exit. I'm still not 100% sure what I'm gonna do, so I kind of work my way back. And it's about here I decide that I should distract them with the smoke and just take off. And that way they'll focus on the smoke, wait for the smoke to clear. And I'm gonna exfil. I'm not even gonna mess around anymore. I don't want to lose. I got too much money right now to lose versus what I have if it was just a quick kit. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking at the moment. Like, I just survived two close calls. I should have died both times. They got the jump on me big time. So I figure I'll heal up a little bit more. And then I wait. And I'm still torn. I'm like, do I go or I mean, I got that mission I got to do. So I'm still not 100% sure what I'm going to do. I was like, whoever was shooting at me, if they realized I was trying to loot another body, they might come over to loot that body. Now I noticed that I wasn't able to loot much off that last body, and I noticed that he had a few things that I would have liked. So I figure, why not? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'll go back in if I end up with a firefight, but I want to see if I can loot that body. If I remember seeing quickly, it looked like he had a bigger backpack that could have come in handy. And I still don't know where I was getting shot from. Alright, so we have an exfil. Alright, it's just a scab, nothing serious. I wish I hadn't taken 2 bullets. I don't even know how many I have left in this rifle at the moment. I don't see anybody looting that body. And this is when I realized I don't have any pain meds. Maybe I'm not in shape to take on a fight. And me making noises is definitely going to give my position away. So if I can hide in the shrubbery, I think I'll just loot this guy and get the hell out of Dodge. Oh good, he's got med packs. I'm going to need those. And now I have a bigger backpack. And this is where I'm not used to having full backpacks inside the backpack. And you'll see here in a little bit. Well, it'll be evident that I didn't realize what I was doing. I learned, and that's the main thing. Sometimes you got to scroll down on your stuff a little bit. I've actually got 4 empty spaces underneath that open backpack, and I didn't think I did, so I left a lot of stuff behind that I could have filled those slots. Now I don't know if you just saw that. I didn't see it the first time around. I'm assuming it was just a scab, but on the road down there to the right of the rocks, there was a person in the road. I'm going to go out on a limb now and say it was a scab. It was not an operator. It stopped and then it took off running. So I mean, it could have been. I didn't get a real good look at it, but I did hear him later in the game. But I did not encounter him. The one that was on the road I did not encounter. I just know right now I was not in any shape to take on any gunfight. Now see, now I just get shot at. I didn't even know where that came from until I got hit. Now the way he moved, something wasn't right about the way he moved. So after the game, I searched his name, and this is an AI bot, and I'm glad it was, even though he hit me pretty solid. But I feel that if it had been an operator, I would not have survived that shot because I lost. Had no idea where he was shooting me from until I got hit a half a dozen times, it seemed like. Well, you can see the damage he did to my body. So, I mean, still had decent loot. But I copied his name and went into add a friend, and it said player not found. And when you do that, that's a good indication that it is an AI bot. And so, yes, it's an operator, but it's an AI operator. So it marks on your account, your kills as an operator kill, but it's not a real player. So far I've shot 2 real players and 1 fake player. Okay, so my legs, I've got to take care of these. I'm not going to be able to do much running. As you can see, I'll try a little bit, and I'm grunting and screaming, almost, making noises. Anybody in my area is going to hear me running through here. So I just got to get over where I can get in cover and see if I can take care of the problem. And see if there's any meds in here. And this is where, like I was saying earlier about the double backpacks, I'm thinking I'm out of meds. And then I realized something. I still have some meds. I even have a sewing kit. So I'll patch myself up here for my last rush to the extract, just in case there's a camper or somebody else trying to get there too. It's 15, it's going to be about 14 minutes by the time I get there, left in the map. A lot of people have taken different exfils, but you'd never know. And it is normal, so a normal map. They took the helicopter out. There's a good chance I'm not going to meet anybody here, but you never know. And it's better to be completely healed up and make sure I got bullets. I did check my submachine gun, made sure that was full. I did not check my rifle. I've got to be low on bullets. I believe I only got 7 or 9 bullets when I looted the guy right out of the first, and I probably shot that many. But I can at least use it as binoculars if it is empty. And that's what I do right here, just in case somebody running up through the flowers. The rest of the run is uneventful. I do manage to extract with just a little over 1,000,000 coin. Not bad for starting out with just a quick kit. It is normal valley. So it ended up being 2 real players and 1 player bot. By checking the names and copying them in to add a friend, and the results come up with 2 players and 1 player not found. With that said, I'm not going to lie. By no means I should not have survived this at all. The first 2 actual real players, well, even the bot, they all got the jump on me. I should have been dead. I survived with a little bit of luck and a little bit of learning from the last game. Is you get shot, you move. Don't stick around. Don't stand there and turn. Just bail. So anyway, I did not finish my mission. I only got 2 out of the 10. I didn't stick around. I took my money and I ran. And that looks like a good place for me to bail. So I'm going to end it here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe if you want to.